Good morning, welcome to Resource Prepping. I'm your host Greg. Do you feel like you're running on a treadmill with your prepping? I know I did at one point, and it's very frustrating because you don't have a direction, but you feel like you're trying to do everything at once. Years ago, many years ago, the missus was not on board with anything I was doing because I was spending my savings account, and she was getting kind of upset. But I knew I wanted to do this. I was directed to do this. I felt it in my bones and in my soul. It was time to get started. Something evil this way comes, if you remember that movie. But I felt it. So we had a lot of discussions about it, and I just said, I'm going to do it. That's all there is to it. Either you're in or you're out, but I'm going to do the best I can to help us survive. And I was floundering. I didn't have a direction. I didn't have discipline. So one Saturday morning, we were on our way to an auction, which we love to do together. It's one thing we didn't argue about. And I told her, I said, you know that project I'm doing? I said, I've been using used tires. And she says, yeah, I see you going around and bringing home all these tires and everything else. I said, yeah, I'm short 6. I need 6 more tires and I can't find any. And I said, I prayed to God last night. If he could provide me some tires and some guidance, I would really be appreciative of it. So we were talking on the way, driving on this road. And lo and behold, and I'm not lying to you, lo and behold, there was a guy that's stacking 6 tires out in his front yard that said free. And I about drove off the ditch. As a matter of fact, Sandy yelled at me and says, get back on the road. And I said, did you see that? Do you see that? Do you see that? I said that. And she goes, we're going to be late for the auction. We'll pick him up on the way home. I said, okay, let's not forget. And I told her, I said, you know, I really could use a rain suit for hunting, but I said, I can't afford a $160 rain suit. You know, with the the leaf pattern and everything else. I got flowers are not included. And I said, I'm short on ammo in our prepping, I'm short on our food, and I said, I'm getting really frustrated, I'm getting really scared because I really feel in my bones something bad's coming and I can't help you, I can't protect you. So we got to the auction and there was a box of miscellaneous bullets. So I was bidding on it, and nobody else seemed to really pay attention to it because it was a job lot, mixed match, and everything else like that. Big box. So I ended up spending like $50, and we were on a limited budget. Sandy's looking at me like, oh man, you're really... So I got the box of ammo, and I started looking through it. Lo and behold, wasn't that rain suit the bottom of the box? Brand new in the bag, and I'm like, wow, how lucky am I? And then I started looking, and there was 22 mag bullets in there, partial box, but there was still some in there. And I'm like, this is truly unbelievable. I really appreciate that. It's amazing. Well, we went through the rest of the stuff. And Sandy says, I want to go in there and see what home furnishings there are. Maybe we can find something. And I said, okay. So I was still looking through the box of stuff. And I was just getting happier and happier. I was like, I am so amazed. I'm so lucky. She called me from inside this person's house and said, you're not going to believe this. I said, what? And she goes, they have cases of dehydrated food. And it's coming up for auction. I said, if we have enough money, I said, maybe we could buy a case of it. And she goes, okay. She texted me back. She bought 6 cases at $25 each. Nobody else was bidding. Nobody else knew. And we spent all our money that day. We had picked up some miscellaneous, you know, fencing or something like that. Nothing to brag about. So we were thrilled. And on the way home, I had completely forgotten about the tires. So we were unloading the stuff, and she says, I want to see this dehydrated food. You know, this is brand new in a box. And I'm like, yeah, check out this raincoat, rain suit. And then I realized I had forgotten the tires, and I had prayed for the tires. And I said, get this unloaded. I got to take the truck and go get those tires. We forgot all about it. They're still out in the guy's yard. And she goes, do it tomorrow. They'll still be there. Nobody wants tires. I said, no. I had prayed and asked God to give me 6 tires. He delivered, and it's my obligation to honor my request. So I got in the truck, and it was getting dark. I got in my truck, and I drove back 10 miles to the place where I saw the tires. Pulled alongside the road, walked up in the guy's yard, and lo and behold, the guy had added 6 more tires to that stack. I am not lying to you. I looked at that in amazement, and the man was standing there, and I said, are all these tires for free? And he goes, yeah. He says, I found more, so I added 6 more in there. He goes, there's a dozen. And he says, I'll throw in one and make it a baker's dozen of 13. He says, if you take them all. And I said, I'll take them all and be grateful for it. Thank you. I came home with 13 tires, and I was ecstatic because God gave me direction and answered my prayer. And I knocked on the door, and I told Sandy, come here and look at this. And she goes, where'd you get all those tires? I said, I went back, and I picked up those tires, and the gentleman added actually 7 more tires. So I have 13. And she says, you're not going to believe this. You know, we spent close to $300, so we spent all our money. And she says, that dehydrated food that we bought at $25 a case, I looked it up. It's a top of the line case, and they sell for $425 each. She goes, you had your prayers answered by getting extra ammo, that rain suit we couldn't afford, your tires, and now we have enough food to get by for another for a month in case something happens. So the reason I'm telling you this is, if your prepping is like on a treadmill and you're running and running and not getting anywhere, and you haven't put God first and talked to him, you're going to stay on that treadmill just wasting your time, going nowhere. If you are honest and earnest about your feelings, get discipline in your life, have direction, move forward, keep going. And if you say, I can't, you won't. You can't accomplish something you've never done before if you don't try. And if you need help, which we all do, bend the knee to someone higher than you, as in God. Bring him into your life. Ask for forgiveness. Get baptized. I did that before any of these blessings happened. And then he will help you. I hope you find this helpful. I know it's a little long. It's part of my prepping history. I've been doing this for a while. I wanted to share that with you. He's blessed me many times when I needed help and I was stuck. And I'll tell you the story about those tires at another time. But I failed building my project 4 times. And that was a period over 8 years. The wall collapsed. But guess what? I asked for help. And now, 8 years later, the wall I built without any knowledge, without any help, is still standing. I can push on it, I can jump on it, I can lean on it, and it won't collapse. But I failed 4 times in building a secure wall that I could hide behind and protect my family. Be prepared for failure, but never give up on God, because he doesn't give up on you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. When I started this channel, I asked God, if this is the direction I can go, will he help me? And he has. I appreciate you. I appreciate him. And I give thanks every day. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Greg out.